Is it on? Hi, everybody. I'm gonna wait till some people come on first. And put this here so everybody can see it. Hey, Sean. You ready to learn about metaphysics and quantum mechanics in the physical world? Uh-oh, hold on. I'm gonna wait till a couple of more people come on. Okay, so this is a chakra center board, right? And I know you're probably thinking, like, why is this girl always talking about energy, metaphysics, quantum mechanics? What is it truly, right? Well, this is conscious knowledge. If you're trying to wake up and just want to, a lot of people are saying, hey, you awoke, you asleep. I know you probably are wondering, like, what that means, right? Well, being asleep is basically just honestly just living inside of the physical world. You're only motivated by material things, but the person who is more conscious and more aware of themselves know that the spirit leads the body, not the body leading the spirit. So anyway, this is a chakra chart, just basically kind of showing you what the 5D dimension and the prana. So basically how we movement into time and space with the breath, right? We are actually, moving, but we're like releasing energy. And this is completely amazing because last night it just came to me. I'm doing Torah study because that's how I live. And you guys can like purchase this book, the Hebrew English Torah. It is one of my favorite books. I love it. Not only because it's a little bit more simple and less complex, you know what I mean? But I get more so of the science behind it, you know what I mean? So the Torah is a really good book to read. And also, where's my other book? Oh, here it goes. I took a picture with this the other day, but anyway, Metu Netter. Okay. So that's another book that I would recommend you guys getting to overstand, situations and circumstances. But anyway, this is our chakra chart. I'm still not done because I'm actually just, what I'm actually doing is doing this for my children so that I may teach them before I write the actual book. You know what I mean? But anyway, I got so excited about Albert Einstein's code, E equals MC squared, right? I'm trying to get the kids to understand his formula, right? So this is what came to me, and I am super excited to share it with you. So I'm going to show you around the light so you may be able to see it. There it goes. Okay. So, we have three of us, right? We have a body, and this is our physical body, and our physical body has compressed energy inside of it, right? So that's the flesh that we feel inside of time and space. This is mass energy. This is where our blood, our blood has the magnet on it, right? Okay, then you move over to the emotional body. The emotional body is our chakra body. It's basically the prana, which is consciousness, which is movement into time and space, right? And then we have our electrical body, our soul, the photons that I'm writing about inside of my children's books. These are the photons. So the photons is basically how you are. When you look outside and you are looking into time and space, you see the blue skies and everything, right? And you see those little glitters, those little photon glitters that is just moving in time and space, right? That's what this is. And this is what fuels our energy. So it's just conscious knowledge so that you can understand how we are working. So how the system is. Our system is keeping us inside of this mind, inside of just our physical mind. And the more we dumb down our frequencies with the vibrations that we listen to through bad harmony And, bad music, the five senses is really, really important. Because it's absorbing all of the emotional energy that we're seeing on the outside of our body, on this side of our body. And it's absorbing it into our crystal, our light, our prana, our chakras, which is, our crown, our third eye, our thyroid, our heart, our solar plexus, our sacral chakra, and our root chakra. Those are all invisible white light with different frequencies on them, right? So if we as parents are even just being aware and in tune to this new knowledge, knowing that we can, like, we're not taught this at school, again, how our bodies work, right? But this is a breaking down of Albert Einstein's equation, but for children, okay? So again, we have, sorry. Okay, so anyway, here we go. So we have the E, which is the energy, which is the soul. The soul is the magnet. You always hear about the soul magnet, how whenever you put, whatever you put out in the universe, you will get back. It's the boomerang. So this is basically the center, like this is the center of us. This is us, right? And then you have the patterns, the CC, which is consciousness, or chakra consciousness, which is also the prana, Prana, pardon me. And these are the patterns. This is also the behavior, which we're creatures of habit. This is also meaning time. So the more time we absorb energy, it becomes into a pattern like synchronicities and things of such. So C square is consciousness and also chakras, chakra consciousness. Chakras also means consciousness, you know what I mean? But it's just two different types of understanding the two of the vibrational energies that we're absorbing on the inside, basically spirit, And then we have the physical mind, the mass. The mass energy is, the blood that keeps us grounded. The blood has the magnet inside of it, so it won't float out in time and space. But this is basically bondage. This is also Egypt, because, in Adam and Eve days, they didn't have this mass energy here. They just lived here off the soul level, which is the pure energy, the pure light, and also the body, which is the pattern of the consciousness and the chakras. So together, all of those ignite the Kundalini energy, the serpent, and then next thing you know, life comes through us, that powers the body controls the flesh. So this is another reason too, if you guys remember that I did the animals, and I did the animals the other day with my kids, with my godchild and with my daughter, and I was showing the difference between the metaphysics of eating, clean meat and, bad meat, basically, and unclean meat. So remember, the pig has the two arteries, and so when the pig basically is beheaded, they're still able to feel pain because of the second artery, which is still triggered to the heart, which is programmed by the blood. Blood is DNA. DNA is the pattern. And this is the emotional body that it absorbs. Okay. And this is how it affects us, because we are eating the meat. The meat is the actual, it's the DNA that's in it. You know what I mean? We all come from here. We're all here basically stuck in Egypt, basically. It's just knowing the difference between living from the skin or living from the flesh and basically switching it into your emotional body. This is the physical body. This is the emotional body, and this is the energy body. So all of this together for kids to understand the E equals MC square. Just again, look at it. I want you guys to really understand it. Now, y'all know I'm left-handed. I'm a little backwards. So this basically should have been backwards. But you know how it comes to me. I take it as it comes. You know what I mean? I'm so grateful to even be connected to the divine, to even share this knowledge with you guys, and even, share it with the kids. Because I think this is super cool. This is knowledge that what we really need to have. So again, this is our energy body, which is basically, this is me drawing everything, so please pardon me for my drawings. But right here, this is basically our magnets, okay? And again, this is the rhythm, this is the frequencies, this is the megahertz, the colors, the chakras, and everything. Don't forget, each color goes on frequency, goes on different megahertz, vibrations, when we, and then it absorbs from the skin. And then from the skin, the mind, the physical body, it's a physical, it's the flesh, but it absorbs the frequencies that absorbs different types of light that we're not able to see, but we're able to experience it through sound, through taste, through smell, through touch, and I'm missing something. Sound, let's see, touch, taste, smell, here. There we go, here. So anyway, those are all vibrational frequencies. Even how you're able to listen to me, you are absorbing my sound waves, which is frequencies that's vibrating so fast that we're not able to see it. But that is a different type of energy. That is energy that is being absorbed again from our chakras, from our consciousness. Okay, so when I say consciousness, I'm talking about our emotional body that's on the inside that helps us, to feel, to overstand different things like that. So I wrote, okay, so I don't know if you guys remember from the Torah, or if you guys read the Torah or not, I'm not sure, but that's kind of how, that's basically how I live, but I live from the science aspect, not into the Old Testament, or just overstanding what I need to pull from it and apply it to my own life. So with the Torah right here, this is a really good book for everybody to purchase again. This is a lifesaver, I think. I mean, I also do study, just different Bibles just to pull different things from it and such. But I don't know if you guys remember about mind, body, and soul. If you have, if you go to Genesis 1 and 26, you're able to see. Close the door, please. Okay, so here it goes. On Genesis 1 and 26, this is just an example. And God said, let us make man in our own image and our own likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish in the seas, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over the earth, and creepeth upon the earth. And God created man in his own image. You know what I mean? So right there, it's a little bit of a different text than it says on the Hebrew side. So you guys can see there's a Hebrew section. And this is why I'm learning how to understand Hebrew, is because sometimes when you read these books, the Hebrew meaning has completely different English meaning. So that's why I have been, studying Hebrew and just trying to get a little bit more knowledge inside of me so that I can share it with you guys. But again, mind, body, soul, again, it's not about being chosen. Being chosen is just basically kind of awakening your spirit body or your energy body up. You know what I mean? Because it's dormant for so long. So the emotional body, again, is your chakras, which is basically what I teach about with the children, and also the energy body, which is the photons that goes into the glands that power up the body. You know what I mean? So, and then the physical body, the bondage, basically is how we are able to retain energy, and how, and could you please shut the door? And how you're able to retain the energy is through the flesh, and the flesh is programmable. You can program our flesh, like seriously, just turn on the radio and just see how African Americans, and I love this part right here, you know how we go to anywhere, we go to the club or whatever, and we just never heard the song before, and we just already just like we already get the beat, you know what I'm saying? That's because our melanin is vibrating so quick that it gets the biorhythm going, and next thing you know, we're automatically on beat. You see what I'm saying? And no offense to my white friends, I love you guys because I know most of you guys are, because I'm a dancer. But I know most of you guys have, more beads too. But from what is like true, like when people see more white people when they get off beat or whatever, or get on beat, it's a little harder for them to catch the beat. And it's no shade at all. But it has a lot to do with the melanin, and the melanin is how our melanin vibrates. It vibrates a little bit quicker, and with others, but with others it does not. You know what I mean? They have to kind of really concentrate. With us, we can have a conversation and just start going here. But that's the difference between the skin and the melanin and stuff like that. And I'll be writing about that pretty soon, hopefully before, at least start the manuscript pretty soon. But what I really wanted to just share with you, with you guys, is just understanding the E equals MC square. Don't forget that the God energy that we all have, all of the human race, all of the animals, everything of life, it has an emotional body. It has an energy body first. It has an emotional body, and it also has a physical body. This also equals mind, body, and soul. Okay, and it also equals to, let's see, this is the sun. Okay, this is God, and this is Jehovah, basically. You know what I mean? So this is the whole analytical system, so that you can get how the Torah is meant for each and every single one of us, if you're able to understand it, and how it applies to you and everything like that. If you want to look at 2 Corinthians 13 and 14, that's also a good one with so you can understand mind, body, and soul. Also, there's another one, John 3 and 6, John 32 and 6, which is another one talking about mind, body, and soul, or Christ consciousness, crystal of consciousness. We're not talking about Jesus. Jesus actually means earth pig. Look it up. We're talking about Yeshua, okay? And his embodiment of through his crystalline energy, his spirit. And the crystalline energy, again, is the heart energy from the heart chakra. You know what I mean? From the heart chakra. This is thyroid, so this is the communication chakra, but this is the heart chakra. And this is basically the vortex, so we're always absorbing energy. If you're looking at this graph here, we're always absorbing energy. We're absorbing love, or we're absorbing hate. There's only two types of energy that is inside of our world. So y'all just be very careful on what y'all are vibing to, because it could seriously dumb our spirituality down. Also, be very aware of your senses. If you're always or around an environment that is always listening to crime type music, or stuff that's not motivating. And, when you see yourself in mind's eye, in the third eye, you're supposed to be able to create that, visualize it and experience it. But it seems like our nation, when we're going to go visualize something, we can't move because we're trapped inside of our root chakra. And that is basically the basis of who I am. And a lot of people don't know who they are yet, which is basically another analogy of, do you feel good or do you feel bad? So this is good knowledge for you guys. This is just like a quick little Torah study, and also an awareness to, to E equals MC square again. But I have the visual for you so that you're able to understand it and how our physical senses work. Now, this is just for those who want to wake up and want to understand what waking up means, what being conscious aware of your energy, because we don't want to be led by the flesh. The flesh is of the world, and it is what it is. But if you can get your soul body, or your energy body, or your soul body to control the spirit controls the physical, then you are living in spirit. You're being led by your spirit. And we have to be aware of what we are absorbing inside of our emotional body, which is the chakras and how we absorb them, So if you want to learn how to wake up, this is what I guess my channel is going to be about. Also, in addition to my modeling and acting ventures and stuff, I got a couple of commercials out on TV, you guys. So it's super cool seeing myself. But again, this is my passion, though. I think this is my mission. So keep it going. But this is just to help everybody wake up, because we don't need to just always flash in the eye and people think that's Illuminati, not knowing that that's the people who are literally controlling their body. They're not living of the world, they're creating the world. And that's the difference between the eyes that you see, the different shapes and things that you see. It's not about like a secret gang or a secret society or things like that. That's the joke. That's why they keep doing it, because it's profitable. You know what I mean? And that's it. But if you're gonna know about, being awake, being illumined, this is part of it. You know what I mean? So you can understand the science, and you can always take it with you. Like when you go out, and out there in time and space, if it's something that is not feeling good here, then trust what you feel in your emotional body first before you experience that. You have free will. The thumb is a part of free will. It's so much, fire, air, water. It's so much that I want to teach you guys. I wish you guys lived in my head. I really did. I really do. But since you can't, it seems like I'm having to pull it out. And this is the only thing I can think about. So this is amazing, because I can't wait to test this with the kids in Ninth Ward, which is why I moved here, you guys, from Dallas. And just helping them be more conscious and aware of their actions, knowing how we all work as a planet. It has nothing to do with our skin color. We're all one race, and it's just a human race. It has nothing to do with our culture or anything. It just has everything to do about everybody's life, everybody's soul as a collective source, So like it, share it, if you want to learn a little bit more about metaphysics with me, but so easy that a child can understand it, okay? So don't forget, again, we have the mass energy, we have the chakra, the conscious chakra, or the basically both of them activated together is the prana. And then we also have the energy, which is the soul body, which is the magnet. So we have the magnet, and this also has a lot to do with fire and water. This has a lot to do with water and air, because don't forget the breath. We take in the energy by what we breathe. And also the physical vibrations of the outside, the megahertz that we are absorbing from everything that we are around from our environment. So that's why we have to be careful, because we can become a prodigy of our environment. And if our environment is not safe, it's not this and that, I mean, sometimes you can't help it. I get it. But if you're more aware of what you're absorbing in your spirit, then guess what? You can change it, because the soul governs everybody. The soul is a drop of Yahweh. You know what I mean? Or I should say Elohim, which is the Hebrew text of the masculine and female energy together. But anyway, I'm just so excited again. But this is just, we just got to start sharing knowledge. What's the point of, going to school and just applying it for certain types of your life, and you're not sharing it with more people who can literally learn from it and increase their own life and their own awareness. So again, let's don't forget, all of our chakras is like alignment with our spine. And I'm going to finish drawing the spine on here and stuff as well. But don't forget, we have actual energy gateways. So this is the root energy. So when y'all see those big red signs that flash of, come here Black Friday, and you're seeing the red chakra, that's activating your root energy. And they know that. It's a marketable thing. And I mean, I'm not trying to stop anybody or hate on them, but it'll be more to not be taken advantage of, because you're dormant and your skin is saying, hey, I want to go do this. And then therefore it's overshadowing what your energy or emotional energy is saying. Like, hey, no, I need that for bill money, or I need that for, 2 more weeks down the line. We are what we do. When we see more people going to do something, put music over it. Another harmony for number 6, which is balance and harmony. They put that on it on the sign, and next thing you know, we're hooked, because we got God, because we do not understand how energy is working for us as a people, as a race, and how we are prodigy of what we live through vibrational frequencies, absorbing actually light, and then the magnets, you know what I mean? So again, please share this, like this, and again, thank you again for tuning in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm Kamila Onikosi. I'll talk to you guys soon.